up, buddy nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Dr. Stone 4D Science Chapter 3, aka Chapter 232.8. And before I get into this final live reaction, let me just remind you to hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored, and we ain't sponsored by Shueisha, and we ain't sponsored by Manga Plus, and we ain't sponsored by Viz. Considering how much we promote Manga Plus on this channel, it's kind of surprising, right? But if you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, my adorable little science kitty, who is off conducting experiments at the moment, and this operation alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one, feel free to hit up our Cash App and PayPal. Links are in the description box below. So, okay, because this is the final chapter of Dr. Stone, at least for now anyway, this is how it's going to work. So basically, we're not going to do a recap. We're just going to dive right into the chapter. And then after, the chapter's done, I'm going to give my thoughts on, obviously, how this section of Dr. Stone is concluding, and my thoughts on it overall. But anyways, let's get to this chapter and see how it's going to conclude. And this chapter is titled Future Science. Oh, again, my beloved Ryusui, my beloved. I love the Bro Squad. Is that? Yeah, we got the Bro Squad and Suika. Yeah, because Chrome is part of the Bro Squad too. He is. But let's be real. The main trio of the Bro Squad is Senku, Gen, and Ryusui. Chrome is just, he is part of the Bro Squad too. But anyways. How freaky! Senku's dad is in the future? Byakuya is for real? Byakuya? For real? Why? We're here to look into it. First off, we'll follow in his literal footsteps. Let's think it in one dimension. This is step 1D. A millennium ago here on Treasure Island, what was Byakuya up to? Next, we'll think in 2 dimensions with a flat map. We know Byakuya was gathering up... Oh, God. We know Byakuya was gathering up rare metals and minerals, but where? Finally, 3D... For me, thinking in 3 dimensions means, what else but field work? Gold, oh hi kitties! Gold, platinum, and the other heavy minerals he was collecting would have flowed downstream from up high before settling in a specified spot dictated by topography. This is likely where Byakuya took his final steps, which is true. All those years, those decades, all that time. No. This is the very place where Sir Byakuya passed on his dream unfulfilled, because the burning torch of a human life is bound to fade away without exception. Aww. Right, kitties? Aww, the sweet kitty. Decades, you say? Oh, something tells me that this time I won't be around to see the fruits of our labor. Aww. Kaseki, do you maybe want to use Y-Man's Petra Beam to turn yourself to stone? Zeno and Senku explained it. There's still a limit because of cell division or whatever. I mean, we can't actually fight the aging process, but by turning someone to stone, they kind of sort of be immortal. Sounds like that ought to stay a big secret. If word gets out, there'd be chaos. Well, duh. This is for your ears only, Kaseki. I'm trying to keep it quiet. Chrome's like, yeah, I shouldn't have said anything. That was stupid. Oh, thanks a bunch, Chrome. But no thanks. I'll be just fine without all that. Because in the end, it wouldn't give me more time to be up and about living life. But with the time you have left, you could be around to see the time machine completed. Nah, the precious years left at these old bones ought to be spent the right way. Whoa, with you and the others, I want to share the time I got with you all. Whoa. So I'll work hard and leave some science for the future to inherit. If nothing else, I've learned that much from this big old adventure we call life. Oh, I'm gonna cry. No, I don't think Byakuya left his dream unfulfilled when he passed away. He made sure that future generations would pick up where he left off. Indeed. Look at you sounding all wise and whatnot. Okay, but setting aside the stuff about his dream living on into the future, how about his actual body and end up in the future? How about his actual body end up in the future? That day we received a message sent through time from a future Byakuya. How did he pull it off? Oh, Senku. Stone mosquito. Yeah, Ryusui knew something was sus. We stopped atop Fuji's peak that day and heard a message from the future. Hello to you all Densei of the past. My name is Byakuya Ishigami. You did a fine job fooling humanity. It didn't occur to us that quick blast of the Petra beam could simulate Morse code. And who do we know who could pull that off? There's only one person, no, only one thing on Earth capable of that. Correct. That day, Colix Pippins, your common house mosquito, was by me petrified, simply because in my vicinity there was only one. Wait, I fucked this up. I'm sorry. Correct. That day, Colix Pippins, your common house mosquito, was by me petrified, simply because in my vicinity there was one. Any organism would have, as a target sufficed. That is, so long as my Petra beam would be the human species go unnoticed. The Petra beam only shows up as visible light for the organism that's been being targeted. Well, I can't see a thing. There's a clear reaction. Our Petra beam receiver does not lie. My suspicions were confirmed. When I heard about your dying battery, I know what you did, Y-Man. Oh shit, it reached from here in the lab to the far off peak of Mount Fuji. You were firing off mega blasts of the Petra beam. Oh shit, what? Over and over and over, to resemble Morse code. Message from the future? Nah, it was all a sham. The only messenger was you, Y-Man. Mankind never builds a working time machine, and Byakuya isn't around in the future. Ooh. Again, according to your mentalism, when someone really wants to believe something, are they bound to fall for a ridiculous lie? Did I get that right? Because I'm 10 billion% sure that's what went down here. Oh, Senku. Oh, poor Senku. See, Ryusui saw through that shit. He ain't... I know, Senku got fooled because, he wanted to believe it. He was emotionally manipulated, and that's fucked up. Ryusui didn't have any ties to Byakuya, because it's like, so he was able to see it, and plus, he's a captain. He knows the Morse code. He knows the ways of the Morse code. Was it not entirely logical? Brought together as one were all of you, by faith in falsified future correspondence, even the intellect lacking age specimens. Imploringly do I demand that you at no point divulge this secret, please. The spurring on of humanity's science will from such action result. During my eternal existence, I can then one day behold the time machine. I can't say you're wrong, Y-Man. Maybe it was the logical thing to do. Infuriating as it is, I'll take your secret to my grave. For this sure affects Senku the most, so he can never know. No, nah. I gotta tell him everything. No matter how dirty your deception might have been, he'll grab that despair and let it fuel his progress, because that's the Senku Ishigami I know. Oh, he knows. Dirty? There's nothing dirty about it. I already know the whole story. I should have known you'd figure it out. I took optimal action to promote progress of humanity toward the needed science for the time machine. Why did the humans expel the eye water? The bond between parent and child is special. Something about it can move the heart like nothing else. Yeah, sure. That tracks. Your sneaky plan was real effective, a big success. But why, man, what you did was awfully inhuman. Shame on me, I guess, for expecting more from a machine. Do you imply a problem? Benefit has been had by all. What the hell, dude? How can you be so cruel, man? precious years I left, I want to share the time I got with you all. Even if we could save everyone around the globe at some point, we can't do a damn thing for those who've passed on already, or the astronauts who were up in space that day. They're lost to us, gone forever. Byakuya and his pals, Byakuya and Senku will never, and yet, damn it, why, man? You're supposed to be a super genius. So how do you not get that you're not supposed to stomp all over a person's heart? Because he's a machine. Human heart's not such a big deal. Cut it open and all you'll find are electrical signals. Nothing more than programming. Which is how I know that our pal here totally gets it. You know exactly what you were doing, didn't you, Y-Man? And the same goes for the awkward, screwed up way you talk. Smarty pants like Professor Y-Man should have mastered human speech patterns in an instant. So what we've been hearing is totally forced and unnatural. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's true. I can speak normally. What? Good on you, Senku. I suspect you might be the greatest intellect humanity has to offer. I'll take the compliment. But nah, we just spend heaps of time together. Yeah, we have spent plenty of time together, almost too much, in fact. Hence me opting for the bizarre way of talking. I don't get it. Do me a favor, bring me up to a high vantage point. Once we're there, I've got something to explain. Okay, let's see. What you humans call heart and emotions are just mechanisms to ensure and preserve social groups, no more than complex programming. I'm a heart, you. Yep, no lies detected. So your emotional circuits have been switched off, and you only to switch them on? Handy trick for a machine life form. Yep, and as a machine life form, I'm quasi-immortal. Unlike you who are doomed to die someday, once you're gone, these times we share will be lost to me for all eternity. Imagine having circuitry that enables emotions and matters of the heart within a being with everlasting life. It's all just too unbearable, gut-wrenching even. Aww. Maybe the real purpose for my kind having a Petra beam that could target other species is so that my emotion circuit shouldn't be switched on for this long. Well, here's your vantage point. Yeah, we got a great view from here. Treasure Island sure is beautiful. I can't see a thing except the horizon. I perceive via electromagnetic waves, so it's vividly clear to me. I'm about to switch the emotion circuit off. Keeping it on is too painful. How can anyone live like this? But before that, while I still have these thoughts and emotions, I wanted to map out Treasure Island in all its beauty. Map it out? Why? Goodbye. For all eternity. What? What? A message was left by my on version. For my off version, which is this me. Switch back, huh? To the Y man we know. The humanity I've witnessed without a doubt construct a time machine one day. Since I'll live forever the moment the work's completed, even if that happens to be thousands of years from now, I'll make a point to actually shooting the Petra beam into the past. It's an eternal promise, the one real way I can atone, in fact, and the location where I'll send the Petra beam is directly over Byakuya Ishigami. Oh, he's gonna send it to Byakuya in the past? Whoa. Byakuya was here. This is the spot where he collected that precious sand every day. So if you really intend to send a Petra beam from the future, just blast this whole area, and you're bound to hit the mark. That'll petrify Byakuya, and maybe his body will survive till the present. And if we do happen to discover a stone statue, that will be undeniable proof of a successful time machine. Missing the point much? First off, we'll whip out some revival fluid. Cute fantasy you got there, but don't get your hopes up. Shall I employ my mentalism? It's been a while. Let's put ourselves in the shoes of those and people in the past. Let's see. Imagine that Byakuya suddenly turned to stone. It would seem to others like some awful disease, no? At first they would try all manner of cures, but eventually they would declare him dead and gone. what's the next obvious move? They give a stone statue a proper burial, of course. The small grave marker was brought here on behalf of our founders. Thinking in 4D. Tell the chat. Tell the manga. Thinking in 4D now? Totally freaky. Whoa, hold up a sec. What if Byakuya really did get petrified back then? What would happen to the platinum he collected and his descendants? That's us. What if we poof out of existence? No. You raised the issue of a time paradox. If something would ever cause you to vanish, then you would have never existed at all. However, I'm a firm believer in the many worlds theorem, which posits that events cannot be altered or undone ex post facto. The real answer is we have no idea. Am I wrong? Nobody could possibly know since there's no precedent for successful time travel. That's why we're setting out to discover the rules that make it all work. We've learned lessons from the past so that we can unearth new rules to pass on to the future. Steady efforts across time. Maybe someday in the future, humanity's already got a time machine and then some. Yeah. Let's see. We keep searching for rules and principles behind the inexplicable. That's all science really is. So I say, get excited. Is he in there? Hold on. Oh, is he in there? No! Okay. So, in terms of how this concluded, I'm really I'm torn. So part of me is okay with this, but the other part of me is like, no, I really wanted to have that kind of Platinum End-esque ending where we got to see where the Y-Man came from. I really was hoping we'd get that. Ugh! Why? Why can't we have this? Why? That's the one thing I wanted to see, is I wanted to see the Y-Man's origins. I wanted to see that. I wanted to see how Y-Man was connected to the greater universe. I wanted to see that. That's the one thing I would have liked to see. That's the one thing that is kind of pissing me off about this whole thing. This whole thing with Byakuya is great. Okay, to an extent, I am okay with it, but and how it's all connected to 4D science is okay, I guess. But I would have loved to see how the Y-Man. I would have liked this to be connected to the original Y-Man. That would have been so much better. Why can't I just get that? Why? Ugh. I feel so robbed. I do. I feel so robbed. This feels like the end of Dr. Stone all over again, where I felt robbed. It does. Because if you watch because I covered Dr. Stone from start to finish. And I remember when at the end of Dr. Stone, I was just so annoyed because it's like, okay, we're at the moon. We're at Y-Man. This is it? Like, where's the entity? Where is the entity that's running Y-Man? Like, come on, man. I mean, as I said, with and I'll keep saying it, with Platinum End, we saw that there was like a mysterious entity behind God. We had that. Why can't I just get an entity or something behind Y-Man that's communicating with Y-Man, that's spying on Y-Man? Give me a mystery or something. If you gave me an ominous Inagaki, if you gave me a mysterious ending, where you could still have this shit, mind you, okay? But if you have a being, like an entity like we have with Platinum End, communicating with Y-Man, I would be okay with this. You could have the rest of this shit for all I care. Just, I want to see a mysterious entity or whatnot just communicating with Y-Man. That's all I want. That's all I wanted. It's not that hard. It's simple. Just give me that. I want to just give me a little bit of mystery. No, we get this shit instead. We don't get anything of that. Because science is, because the thing is, when you have something like science and whatnot, there's always something bigger out there, okay? And we're doing this shit with we're doing the stuff with the space elevator. We're doing the stuff with the time machine. Why not have the fucking mysterious space entity that's behind Y-Man to like look forward to? That's why I'm just so confused by this. This would be the perfect time for it. I just don't get it. Hell, you could have shown it like at the end. You could have shown it when they were starting to build the space elevator or whatnot, and saw the shit with Y. You could have shown it actually last chapter when they're starting to build the space elevator, right? And you could have shown it when Ryusui busted Y-Man. You could have shown that freaking entity then. Or hell, shown when Senku came in and busted him, you could have shown it then. I just don't get it. Why can't I have nice things like this? It's driving me nuts. I know with the space elevator stuff, I'm spoiled by UQ Holder, okay? Maybe it's because of the UQ Holder realness, with the whole thing with the Yalda and stuff like that. Maybe that's why I'm like this. And that's why I'm really frustrated. In particular, like all I wanted was like a mixture of UQ Holder and Platinum End. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted for this, and this would have been fine. I would have been satisfied with this shit. But nah, I can't have nice things. I can't have something simple like that. No. Oh god, this. Ugh. Okay. So overall, with this, I'm the art was great, Boichi, per usual. I'm really torn on this. I'm really torn on this writing. I'm not sorry for saying it. I really wish that I do like that we have like still the sense of mystery and whatnot going on in terms of like time traveling and stuff. I'm happy we have that, but I really I still wish we would have had that whole thing, the whole thing with the stuff, the mystery, more of the mystery behind Y-Man, especially when you're saying you're building a space elevator. That's the main thing that bothers me. I just wish we would have had the UQ Holder meets Platinum End realness. I think that just would have made this better. With the Byakuya stuff, I don't know how I feel, but like with the how it tied in with Senku at the beginning, okay, I guess that kind of works. But I feel like this could have been Platinum End and UQ Holder stuff aside, I feel like this could have been executed a little bit differently. This could have been executed better. At least in my opinion. I'm very curious what you guys thought about this. Do you guys think that this even resolved the issues with the ending of Dr. Stone? I don't think it did. I do not think it did. I do like the Kaseki content, though. I love what Kaseki said about time, though. I thought that was really appropriate. But at the same time, I do want to point this out. I feel like the whole thing with Byakuya and doing what they did with Byakuya, I feel like it contradicted everything that Kaseki said. That kind of pissed me off. That's why I'm like, you contradicted what Kaseki said. Like, what the fuck is this? But I'm very curious what you guys think. Are you satisfied with this ending? Or are you like me where it's like, I wish we would have had more of like a UQ Holder Platinum End kind of thing where you had like more about like the mystery of Y-Man kind of that loophole kind of tied where it's like especially with the space elevator being built and you got to see like an entity behind Y-Man. I really wish we had that. I do. It would have just made this more interesting. Anyways, I'm really curious what you guys think. I think this about this. I think it was. I feel like this Inagaki. I feel like this could be so much better. This was not it. No, this was the worst way you could have done this. So the worst way you could have done this. I would have, as I said, I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm so frustrated. You should have just done the platinum end ending. You should have just done the platinum end ending, and it would have worked so much better. And you shouldn't have fucking contradicted what Kaseki said. That was such bullshit. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below what you guys think. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing. I want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we could keep bringing you more manga content. A few ways you could do that. Donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon. Purchase something off our Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord. Friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.